Well, I guess this is the first episode ever, period. But the first episode to get to know your Shaggy shit talker. And your Shaggy shit talker is a jackass. Just to let you know. But your Shaggy shit talker hates normalizing everything. Your Shaggy shit talker hates normalizing LGBTQRSTUVs. I'm not saying anything against the gays or the lesbians or the legitimate transsexuals or whatever. It's the ones that are doing it for, views. The, oh, well, I'm oppressed type clicks, Well, you know what? If I wanted all those oppressed clicks, I'd let you know what my actual issues are. But I'm not totally sure I'm going to give you that, that benefit. I might not even tell you what my one disability is. I might leave you lingering. But I hate that we normalize everything. We normalize the LGBTs, we normalize being on the autism spectrum. I've seen that quite a bit lately. We normalize the feminists, or feminism happens everywhere, but not in Western societies, but we need it in Western societies. But yet nobody in the Western societies wants to go over to the Middle East and try to pull that shit off. Wonder why. Anyways, I'm really just tired of normalizing everything. It really pisses me off. I mean, it's actually gotten to the point where I've seen just as many, well, okay, maybe not just as many, but I've seen enough videos about normalizing pedophilia that I am no longer for any type of normalization. Anybody that virtue signals that says, oh, well, I got this type of cancer that's, only in like 1 out of every 1 million people, but I got it. And my response is, oops, you're apparently not a good generation, or apparently you're not a good gene pool, is what I was getting at. You're not a good gene pool, is what I was thinking. Is like, that's how cold society has made me. Is it's not that I really don't care that you have cancer. I do care that you have cancer, or that you have a rare cancer. I'm sorry you do. But at any type of asking me for money because, oh my God, look at me, I have this problem. Give me money because because I got this problem. I mean, I never said, hey, look at me, I got my problems, why don't you give me money? I never did. And yet you do. I got issues with that. And especially with the pedophilia shit. That shit really pisses me off. Because I knew one. I'll go ahead and give you a story on this one. But this is probably where my story would have ended if I didn't decide to go on with my extra story. But my story goes as this. I, through other social circles, had to unwillingly accept that there was a pedophile in the group. And once it was brought up and I was shocked, thinking that somebody would speak up, I was actually shocked and no one did. And by the time I would have, it was beyond too late. But the second time it did, it was just me, that person, and another parent figure that later on gives me another side story that I'll quickly go through. But the the pedophile was going, well, I'd never act on it, but, I look at cartoon kids and that's how I get off on it, blah, blah, blah. Well, yeah, okay. My response, and it might not be 100% quote, but since this is me saying it and it's about my quote and it's close enough. Anyways, this person, or no, not this person, but I basically said, look, unless you're gonna have some miracle breakthrough about this child pedophilia shit, or whatever, or you want to have a sincere talk, fine. But until then, you're only going to get ridicule and major bashing from me. Personally, I will bash every last aspect of this. That pedophile that said this shit, or that, whatever, the pedophile that said it, shut up. They never mentioned it ever again. And thankfully they're no longer a part of the social group I'm in, because they kicked themselves out, whatever. But that person never made a single comment after that. They just shut the fuck up. The other side comment I'll make to that is the other parent in the room looked at me on the side and said, thank you for saying what you did. Because frankly, I was within minutes of doing something I really would have regretted. Which was something probably physical, I don't know for a fact, but they might have, on the offside, also could have just verbally attacked the holy piss out of them, out of the pedophile, out of the thing, bleh. Anyways, I was thanked by the only other party that witnessed that. I was thanked by, because I don't care who you are, that's just not okay. Like, as far as pedophilia. And I'm going to try to wrap this up, so let's see, I talked about a little bit about me and pedophilia, and that I have a victim card. Now, don't get me wrong, I am not a victim by any means. I have a few minor disabilities, but I overall function just fine as a human being. I go to work, I do my shit, I do my thing, whatever. I go home, sleep, feed my cats, whatever. I mean, I do have cats. I guess you get to know me a little bit there. But, frankly, overall, as far as I go, you leave me alone, I leave you alone. You do you, I do me. I guess I will make the acceptance towards children because, well, child pedophilia is the extreme child abuse. And child abuse, I can tolerate if you're just smacking your kid upside the head for being stupid. Like, if it was a legitimate being stupid thing, like throwing a temper tantrum. But if you're just all out and, well, I saw a video recently where the video was two adults arguing and the kid was just not even a part of the issue. Wasn't even involved, and yet he started getting wailed on. And I'm not going to go into detail about the video, but the kid was not in the wrong. The kid wasn't even in the argument. He was just sitting there. So when it comes to severe child abuse and child pedophilia, I'll fucking tear into you. Otherwise, just leave me alone. I'll leave you alone. I'll even leave you and your kids alone and how you treat them. If it's a pop upside the head and you go, fuck you, you don't get candy. I might think in my head that that might have been extreme, but I don't know how many times he might have said, Mom, can I have candy? 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 Like, it could have been up to the 100th time and you just popped him upside the head, for all I know. I don't know. But that isn't severe enough for me to attack you. What is severe enough for me to attack you is if I had kids, which I don't, but if I had kids and you attacked my kids, you have a good chance of being hit back. Unless I think you had a justified reason to attack my kid, which could be for, vandalism, hitting you, whatever. I mean, I'm not saying I'm even against that. You could tell me that my kid just vandalized your yard and you popped him upside the head. Okay, you kind of got me on that. I would have popped him upside his head for vandalizing your yard. You just beat me to it. Anyways, I'm wrapping this up. I'm the Shaggy Shit Talker. Like me or not, have a nice day.